That's funny. All right. I'd like to call order the August 18th.
Call the
Park
meeting to
board?
order.
Yeah, the park board meeting.
Okay. Sounds good.
It is now 6:33. And can we all rise and say the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. So with that, I will look to hear any additions to tonight's agenda.
I have none tonight.
With that, I'll look for a motion.
Motion.
And a second. Motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. None. The approval of the minutes from July 14th. Reading through, I did not find anything that was out of the ordinary or that I could feel was incorrect. If anybody else has anything. If not, I'll look for a motion.
Motion. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, on to discussion of music in the park event.
Real quick here, everything should be set up and ready to go. We did have one last minute entry we added to the slate, which was Brewed Awakening. It's a new coffee truck that is based out of Mayer. They started up not too long
awesome.
ago.
Is that the one that was down here the other day?
Yeah, they
by
live
the
in
Mexican
Coldwater.
restaurant? Really?
Yep.
Awesome.
So we tossed them in on the flyer as well. Got a contact with that. Todd Running's good to go. We have Lions Club, La Katrina, Journey to Wellness, Brain Freezy Ice Cream, Brewed Awakening for food and drink options. Bounce houses are paid for and scheduled and ready to go. Carver County Archery is good to go. And then we almost didn't have ponies for this go around because they were scheduled at multiple, but then she was able to make it work. So
Oh, beautiful.
Awesome.
Cool. So we're able to come in on that.
Good.
So that'll be Saturday, September 26th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. out at Old Schoolhouse Park. And then I ordered, because we have the yard signs that we put up the week prior. I did have to order a new one since we changed the time. So those should be here in time as well. And I'll get those put up the week before.
Perfect.
Otherwise, we're locked in and good to go. So that's the update on music in the park.
How many signs did you get?
13.
Oh, okay, good.
Because I got, I think it was 3 along Highway 25, roundabout, south side at 30 east, and then 1 in the middle there. And then I've got one for
By the bank.
right out here by Old Schoolhouse Park where people come in and out. Then I have one for the entrances to all of the subdivisions.
Cool.
Cool.
Fantastic. Yeah. Great deal. Awesome. All right. Any other discussion on music in the park? Here's-
Who's all going to be able to make it?
You mean in this room?
Yes.
I hope to make it.
I think I will be
so.
out of town.
That's very disappointing.
I know. I do believe. Well,
You should have
yeah.
done this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll be in
Very
Michigan.
hard.
So.
Very sad to hear that.
Yeah.
That's fine. I will try to make it.
Awesome.
I'll be there, of course.
You're the man.
It's in my calendar.
It's in mine too. But so is the trip. So. All right, moving on. Review park improvement capital improvement plan.
All right. So updating the CIP for coming up on 2027. They've gone through our ranking process already. So I had that printed off in the packet for perusal. I've got the slimmed down version on there with all the projects we've already done taken out, which was a good share of them. We've knocked out in the last couple of years here. And then I highlighted the ones in yellow that were scoring 4 or above. So what we're still looking at, we have some general park bench in Blue Jay Park. No, that should be getting taken care of. We did have 2. I'll bring that up quick.
I was gonna say, didn't we?
We have 2 benches going in, one in Westridge and one in Blue Jay Park, and Westridge is now in. So Westridge being right here, we have the volleyball court right there. And right there, we have a garbage can.
Yep.
Public Works took out the garbage can, ripped out the concrete, poured new concrete,
Okay.
and then replaced, there was a memorial bench that was purchased. So the memorial bench is there with the trash can
Who
there.
Nice.
purchased the memorial bench?
The Lions Club did.
Oh, fantastic.
They got 2 of them.
Nice.
So one went right there. So that was a pretty good location because we already have one for Chucky up here.
Yep.
So we figured, and we have the ones in the park proper where we only have anything on this side.
Right.
Great.
So we felt that was a good location for it. And then the other ones, the Lions Club purchased, man, I'm all over the place, is in Blue Jay Park.
Oh, cool.
Kind of call this all Blue Jay Park with the
Yeah.
water treatment
Mhm.
facility on top. But the bench was requested to go down near the car show and where that happens. So
Okay.
Nice.
I think they poured it today. And so if you drive by, you can see the pour form there, but it's going right by the tree here next to this area here.
Nice.
So receive a little shade once we get that in. So that one went in and at Blue Jay Park. But if we're looking at any other benches up in this direction, certainly get those added yet this year. So that's a quick update on that. Other high-ranking ones on here was west side of Blue Jay Park. So that would be adding sidewalk from here to connect down to the 2nd Street location. And then this would carry on into the parking lot.
What about
We
the
talked about that first.
sidewalk in front of the cars there? Was that ever?
Oh, yeah, we could add a segment that goes from, say, here to here.
Yeah.
We could add a segment there if you wanted to. It doesn't connect to anywhere.
No, the whole purpose is what my thought is. It prevents people from going around the back side of the vehicles for kids and stuff like that. They can go on the front side of the
Yep.
vehicles and which way they go, but it's just, I just prevent someone getting hit type of thing.
Let's call that 110.
Would you want to line it up with the one that goes in front of Snap so it's a continuation? Do you know what I mean? Or is that too far in?
There's a slope there
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
and it makes sense for
Oh,
mowing
that's
lawn,
right.
just
Because
to
there's this,
connect it to the curb there
Yep.
and then go out.
I
there's a
agree.
big fence too, isn't there? Or maybe it doesn't go over that far. So never mind. Disregard.
And what was the topic on the sidewalk on the west side? I mean, I remember it, but I don't remember where it was led. I thought there was.
I thought it was going to be in front of this.
So we had a discussion earlier this year on
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
and I got kicked out because we're looking at concrete here.
Yeah, and that's what I okay.
Concrete is not Grand eligible.
Yeah, because we were talking asphalt, and then okay, and that's. I just wanted to refresh it. I thought that
Yep.
that's what it was, but
Yep. So that's why I got bumped because
because we were hoping to get it in with the grant.
the
Stuff.
grant is only asphalt.
Yeah. So
So that's going to be 370 update cost. Save. Okay. So with the addition of that north side, bring about 26-ish thousand. For that, other ones, trail lighting in Westridge Park, but I think we do want to tie this when you would do trail reconstruction and the new segment.
Mhm.
yeah, because we had talked about how expensive it would be
Mhm.
otherwise, right?
And if you decide to change how this looks for whatever reason,
Right.
you'd want to then realign the lights with that. Light in the gazebo, I think we're still taking a peek at that for this year.
Yeah. I need
Light
to
pack
call
on that.
somebody.
We talked like solar or something.
Yeah, I was thinking of
and
maybe
we
getting a
were-
solar panel and see how that works, if it's gonna work or not, type of thing. So
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
for a inexpensive, hopefully, way to do it versus
Right.
running a line.
Right.
Because you could do it when you run the line for the lights and then make a trench from there to the
Yeah, at
gazebo
that
then,
time.
if the solar panel doesn't work out.
Right.
So we have options. I
Yeah.
guess.
And solar's come a long way. I mean,
Yep.
there's a lot of things that are
I
solar
mean, you
now.
see them on
so
all the little weather things by the bridge and stuff like
Yep.
that. They're
flag
also-
poles.
Yeah,
I mean, people are using flagpole lights and
they're
Yeah.
using them for cameras now for in
yep.
the cities. So
Yep.
Very good on that. Then we moved to Discovery Park, talked about gazebo and trail reconstruction. So trail reconstruction, you look at that's the total cost that we're looking at here, 407,000. When we go over, this is another spreadsheet I have that looks at the DNR Local Trails Grant Program. Under that program, the DNR pays 75% up to 250. Anything, then the city's portion is 25. Anything over 250 becomes the city share. So when we look at the Discovery Park project, on that grant share, if we were awarded, would be 250, and that would leave the city share at about 157 based on estimates. And that portion is park only.
I was gonna say that's crazy for just park trails.
But Discovery has a
It
lot,
does have a lot of trails.
A
but
lot of
it's-
trail.
Yeah.
because that's here sweeping all the way through and around, and then through to this point, and then all the way down this segment we're looking at. When we're on a side, when the city looks at their 2030 street project that we're tentatively looking at, this area, 7th Street up in here, this segment, and then all Fieldstone is due for a mill and overlay.
Okay.
And then when we do that work, there will likely be curb correction. Since we have pavers already in town, then we would likely hit this section and this
The
section. of
through
paver
section and then, okay.
while we're doing the streets, just to refresh the trail at that time. So that's why we don't have to worry about this segment down here or this segment here, because the street project would be tied in with
That
that
segment
portion.
of trail there on the south side, when I used to mow baffled me. I'm like, why do we have this? Right? It just, because it goes
Nobody
nowhere.
uses it?
Yep.
Right. It
It's
goes,
for
and it's just on the backside of
future-
the houses. I'm like, how did this come about?
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know how that came to be or whatever, but
I don't
it's
know.
there.
I don't know, but a little bit of insight would be when the developer did this, they were told to pave this because let's say this developed,
they thought that was going to develop a lot sooner.
yeah, they and that's what I think it was.
right? But also another is, let's say this develops next year.
Yeah.
This developer is not going to pay for this trail.
No.
They'll pay for this affected portion.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which again will be redundant
Right.
because it's just a trail up of nowhere, like you're saying.
Yeah.
It's on the outside of a neighborhood.
So
Although I guess it keeps them off the street.
Yeah.
It's like adjacent bike trail.
So if
Okay.
people down here want to jump on here and get to
Right.
the park, rather than going up and over.
Yeah, and going through the neighborhood if they don't want to do that. Yeah.
now I know at one point the county or the state had talked about putting a trail alongside 25. Have you heard anything?
The county has talked about it in their master planning process. I'm vaguely aware of it. They had inquired to me
Okay.
about the city's propensity for it. I said, yeah, keep her in there to eventually hook up northward if and when the county ever gets around to it.
Okay.
So that's still, because we have that there.
Yep. Yeah, there's that short section and then there again, it just stops.
Mm-hmm. No, Laconia had that for a while. They just
Yep.
recently finished it.
And then we had also talked about
The gazebo.
gazebo
Yep.
in here.
Yep.
I would like to see something up there that's covered,
Yep.
similar to what's in Westridge.
Mhm. And getting down trail reconstruction in Meadow Park.
That's a lot.
That's Westridge. Get myself in order here. Yeah, and then that cost is probably a little low because we're gonna maybe have to figure out ADA accessibility.
Yeah.
Ramping in that area. There's a little bit of it, but I don't know of it. It may be, it may not be. I'm not saying it is or it isn't, but
Well, I think right
that
now
would
you'd
have to
have
be reviewed.
a lot of fun on a wheelchair right now. Yeah.
Get to the park quick.
Especially in the
That's
winter.
Right?
So that trail reconstruction at 277, less than Discovery. But again, we look at Meadow. Cost on that would be about 70-ish thousand, with or without modifications for ADA.
What grant
Really?
cover for doing the parking lot at all for any of that or no?
Nope.
No,
Just the trail.
just the
Yeah,
trails. Okay.
we put that one aside.
See, now to me, that seems like a longer trail than what's up in, and maybe I'm completely wrong, but just, I know walking through it and stuff, it seems like that's longer than Discovery.
Feels like it, but it's not.
Okay.
I went on
Yeah, it
GI
feels like, I mean, when you're walking on it, it's like you're walking forever.
Mhm. I agree.
You're
I
walking
thought
uphill.
the lengths would be more comparable, but they just
Interesting.
aren't.
Okay.
Walk downhill next time, it'll feel shorter.
And then Old Schoolhouse Park, I talked about rink boards for the outdoor rink. So those are the ones that are ranking higher. They're floating to the top with the 4s and 5s, and then once those get taken care of, we can continue floating stuff up to the top. So the question before park board, you don't necessarily have to make a decision tonight, but looking at this, what's floating out of the 4s, which are all of them, what do we want to focus on over the next year for 2027? And then looking at future years as well.
What's in the worst shape?
Discovery.
That's what I was going to ask. And how long do you feel we can push Discovery? I mean, we're looking at probably 3 years or less.
We're looking at doing patch jobs this fall on Discovery, but if you guys lean in the direction, no, we want to do Discovery next year, then I would not patch it, because if you're going to tear it up and redo it in 6 months,
Yep.
9 months,
Right.
doesn't make sense to do patching at this point.
Could we put the patching towards Meadow then to, you know, make that, because the following year's project, do Discovery, Meadow, and then, or we gotta skip a year?
If you're
Between
going
this-
to do that, so then it becomes a question of funding
Yep.
that
Right.
you guys have available.
That was my next question.
Yeah, thank you. That's kind of where I was going
Yeah, I was
to. I'm
like,
like,
I need to see what
because
we
we're
have
looking
to
at that
work with.
406, and I'm like,
Yep, that's like a 3-year budget, it feels like, but I think we have a good amount, but not $500,000,
Well, it's
do
like
we?
it'll be 160 out of Parkside.
hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah,
the
with
grant.
with
Right.
the grant picked up.
Yeah, and I guess that would be the other question is if we don't get the grant, do we postpone it?
You almost have to.
Well,
'cause
we
you-
have
Yeah, we
to,
have to because we wouldn't have the
money-wise.
money, right? But-
Right. So we look at ending fund balance, if you don't do patching this year with what the funds are left in the fund at the end of 27, you're looking at 140,000 in the bank. So to do Discovery, you'll need more than what you've got. However, like we had discussions, Emily, at the city council level, the general fund is sitting pretty well on its fund balance, so you could do transfers into the park fund to help make up the difference, especially if 26 sees a good revenue over expenditure year once again. It's a possibility.
If the city wants to do that above other stuff, yeah.
Yeah. There's competing interest for that
Mm-hmm,
surplus amount in the general fund. So
right. Hmm,
I'd like to see it done. It's a big price tag.
So basically, 2027, we would do nothing else except for.
Right, and
that.
Yeah.
that's my big concern is, right?
I mean, if we can,
if you can patch it, how long is that gonna last?
Yeah, and say we patch it, what do you,
So we just be patching the worst of the worst,
Mhm.
and
the rest is not that much better? I haven't walked it in a while. I need to get up there and walk through there.
yeah, like the worst of the worst relative to Discovery Park. So
And I hate to kick things down the road because of,
you hate to as
I
well.
mean, I think it takes precedent over rink boards. I think it takes precedent over park benches. I don't know if we necessarily need a sidewalk before we need trails fixed. So, I mean, some of that, in my own opinion, I'm not speaking for everybody. You know, I wonder, would the public rather the trail be redone or a new gazebo?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the trail gets used more than a gazebo would. Just comparing it, not saying I don't want a gazebo too. But if we can put off the other things. I mean, if we can't
But then
decide tonight, can we,
Yeah, that's.
how do you
Yes.
run it by the council and see if they'd be willing to throw them around?
So we need like 17,000 more.
More than that.
Well, if the ending balance is
140.
Or if we
140
do just the one,
and we
yeah.
get the grant for
Right.
250, then we need
right? If we do
17.
just the one, I get you.
Yep. And it could be a circumstance where if you don't, because the grant will be next year in the springtime, they solicit for it. We'll do plans and specs over the winter for that. This price may change depending on
Cost of material.
cost of material
Mhm.
plus
Labor.
the question will be brought up. It doesn't necessarily mean that changes will happen, but is this where you want the path?
Yeah, do we change it so it's on the other side of the pond?
I
Other
don't.
side of that?
I'm
tree?
not saying it changes. I'm
No.
just saying now that we're looking at repaving it because we're going to tear it up.
Yeah.
Not necessarily make major changes, but maybe this loop is a little there's. I don't know if there will be many changes, but that'll come up and redesign that may shorten the lineal feet
Like,
that
are
you're
you
dealing
saying
with.
we may not need that full loop up there? You
I'm
just have
saying
a
that if
T?
you
The loop is kind of goofy.
So maybe just have
I mean,
the
it's
T
nice,
there.
but it's,
Well, it's a long way to the park.
it is a long way from that main trail.
I mean, because
But I bet the neighborhood kids love doing.
Oh,
I-
yeah,
I
I'm
guess
sure you're right.
where I was going at
Right
it,
around
very high level, 30,000 foot view. The design may change a little bit, which may reduce the amount of lineal
footage?
feet,
Mhm,
which could end up with some savings.
okay.
I don't foresee it getting longer, is where I'm going with it.
Okay.
It might get a little shorter if you make it more efficient. That brings the cost down slightly. So wasn't going to spur a discussion of what that actually looked like, but a 30,000 foot view,
And how long does a new trail realistically last?
20, 30 years.
I was gonna say 20.
So to me,
probably.
it makes more sense to pour the money there than other spots, unless the trail lighting, didn't we discuss trail lighting being important somewhere?
That was on West Ridge, but
That Westridge, and that's,
you would
But we
tie
would
it when
wait
you
until-
reconstruct West Ridge and then
That way,
add the new
okay.
addition or
Okay.
the new segment. That'd make the most sense.
So to me, out of the yellow items highlighted, trail reconstruction seems to make the most sense.
Are we able to get most of the park board or park benches done this year?
Yeah, the park benches in the parks themselves.
Yeah,
No, I haven't ordered those yet,
okay,
but that can be done.
okay. I'm just saying, let's try to get as much as we can done this year.
In the budget we have,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Because like the one that's by Casey's there, is that one part of the park or is that part of the city that takes care of it?
Streets.
Streets takes care of that? Okay,
Streets takes care of that because that got tied in with park board because you guys chose the new design.
okay,
So we want to make that uniform
Yep,
throughout the
for sure.
city. But that funding did not come out of this.
okay.
Didn't come out of the park CIP.
But
So
that'll be getting done as well.
those are done. The
Oh, those
downtown
are-
ones are all
okay.
done.
Okay, cool.
What is our funding left for this year?
Approximate, I got to update that, but approximately 38.
Okay,
I do a quick update of that. Forgot to.
and so you could potentially even put in rink boards or something. I don't know. How important is that?
well,
Okay, so getting back, this calculation of 140
Yeah.
Yeah,
includes your sitting balance right
where,
now.
where we're at right now.
gotcha. Okay,
But if you still have to order benches, are those already taken out?
Not
or
yet.
Okay.
I see. And how
That's
much?
gonna be
for
what,
the-
So
another
if those
12?
are
Ish.
12,
12-ish,
And how many
15.
were you wanting to get?
so we're sitting
Park
at like
benches.
32.
How many of
Whoa.
those? How many
We're
benches?
sitting at like,
Don't
I need
remember
to
off the
see
top
the
of my head.
numbers.
I would think closer to like 125 at the
If
end.
we
of
have 38
everything.
and we're gonna spend 12, yeah. So we'll have like 25 left.
Roughly.
Yeah.
20.
What about like
26.
tree lighting and all that? Do we still have money? Do we need any money for that kind of stuff?
No, that comes out of operations budgets. That comes out of general fund operations for decorating the trees and if you
Yeah.
buy tinsel and
Okay,
that sort of stuff.
okay.
So basically, after we do benches, we're almost best off saving what's left if we think we're gonna do trail
the trail.
reconstruction to roll it into the following year
Agreed.
so that we have a little bit more funding.
I think
agree.
if there's a shortfall in the 2027 final amount, if that doesn't, whatever's left over does not cover the trail reconstruction, assuming successful grant, then I think there's a request to city council that general fund would transfer to make up the difference.
Because then that's it. There's nothing else to buy.
Right, so then 2027, we
Our
would not have
budget's
any.
gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll have spent everything.
Because that's gonna sit more at like 125.
So yeah, you do the trail project. Looks like that.
Right.
We're not gonna have very many meetings next year.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's a little.
You got plenty of events that you guys.
We do
How
have,
are we gonna
we
fund
do have
those?
coloring contests to decide on.
Right.
That is
so
very true.
How
You're right.
are we gonna fund that?
We're gonna have to
Operations,
have.
that's
You're
that's
gonna have to get on a
operations.
bikini and have a car wash.
Yeah, oh boy.
Mikey first.
Oh boy.
Wow.
I mean, I suppose if the trail is that bad, I haven't walked it in a while,
I haven't either.
The trail
I know,
is bad.
and it's the
then that
worst.
should probably be the priority.
I would say it's the worst out of all the trails.
Okay.
And
As
it is
nice as-
used
as
a
nice
lot.
as the other things would be,
Don't
Right.
take my word for it. Go walk them.
we'll
Right.
go
We got
walk
some
it.
nice days here.
I
I mean,
think
the only other, for me, the only other priority would be the sidewalk here in Blue Jay.
What was that, Mike?
The
I said for
sidewalk
me,
on
it's
Blue
the
Jay.
sidewalk in Blue Jay.
I mean,
Just with the school there. you
I know, we
people
talked
getting in
about
and out of the
that.
cars, whatever, trying to cross the street. You know, right now there's no crosswalk. There's no nothing.
But if we do that, then we're essentially putting off. Blue Jay.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying.
Or
For
not
me,
Blue
that would
Jay.
be the only other one that would be really important.
Because if
But
we did
I
the
can-
sidewalk, then we could maybe do one of the other trails, but then we're putting off. the
Right,
big
but then
one,
now we're kicking.
The can again.
Yep.
Which, I mean, sometimes you have to do. You can't afford something, you wait till you can, but
So
What was the estimated
Can-
cost for that, the sidewalk, or you did? Because that was gonna be concrete then, wasn't it?
26-ish.
oh yeah, that one's not on the budget here.
Yeah,
Update
that one's
that
not
number.
written in here.
26-ish. So this one's probably a little bit more for you, Emily, as a city council member.
Mhm.
Even though this is within Blue Jay Park, if the purpose of this sidewalk is more related to safety crossing at the school,
Mhm.
City can pick up the general.
Might not even be in the park board budget.
you could say that, no, this is trails and sidewalks or streets related
Mm-hmm.
and get that done this way
Yeah.
as another source of funding.
Yeah, so let's,
We'll just have to show up at council then.
right, put on the pressure. I mean, it's a legit ask, and
It
I
is.
think
I
people would
wouldn't-
be
I
receptive
wouldn't
to
suggest it
it.
if it wasn't.
Right. And I do think, I mean, we're all parents on the board. I mean, we get it.
Sounds like everybody's leaning towards make Discovery. Now go walk it again. This is, if you.
Right,
this is
right. We
not
don't need
set
to
in stone
decide tonight. So
I mean, just looking at it on paper makes sense to me.
I do highly recommend walking Meadow and Discovery.
Okay.
But Meadow has cracks in it, but they're all pretty level cracks.
Mhm.
There's spider, there's alligatoring, but there's not like heaves and bad things like that.
Discovery is a lot of heaving and
Is it?
roots.
Roots, wide cracks. More of them, I think quantity also
And
plays a role.
it's used a lot. Yeah,
Yeah, there's kids running around
Oh,
there all
yeah.
the time.
I don't really go over there,
Yeah.
so.
And Fieldstone is, I think a lot of our neighborhoods are getting younger again.
Oh, for sure.
Yep, for
Yeah.
sure.
So,
We're the old couple now.
yeah, right? So,
It's really odd.
yeah. So, okay.
Yeah, National Night Out, we had a lot of young families here, a lot that I didn't know. It was kind of shocking.
Okay. Well, it's good.
Yeah,
You know, happy to see some
Okay.
younger people in town. So,
okay,
All right.
all right.
sounds good. We just gotta remember well, you'll put it in the notes.
Yep.
What we decided.
All right.
Follow up on that.
To discussion of downtown banner replacement. We got the one picture.
Got the one picture. That is our existing banners. They were purchased, I don't know, 12, 15 years ago. They're falling apart on us. That's why they're not up right now, because we don't have enough to put up.
Oh, wow.
So with that, we generally work, where are they? Work with a company called Display Sales. They do quite a number of cities in Minnesota, reputable company. And then I'll close out of some of this here. Right now, we put up 17 banners, and this is really hard to see.
Oh, the red dots?
That's really hard to see. We have 35 decorative poles that go from Shimcor all the way up to the roundabout on the north side of town. We only place banners on 17 of those poles. And how that gets assigned is it'll kitty corner this one, and then this one.
Every other down.
Every
there.
other along this section, and then up here, it'll go every other kitty cornering.
Okay.
And then you get back here, and then it goes every other for 17. So there's 35, 17 being approximately half have banners on them, and then half have flags on them. So that's our current contingent is 17. Since we're looking at this, that's what we have done. However, I don't see a reason why we can't decorate all of the poles on
Okay,
these. Rather than doing this every other skip, I tried digging into the history of it, and I don't know why. Maybe it was a cost factor at the time, something of that nature, doing every other, or they decided, well, we'll do half. We do the banners, the other half get the flags, and they did it.
And I
that way.
think that was the initial.
and there's
I
no
think- I
floral
think- I
arrangements
like
on
half,
any of them. It's
you know.
strictly
I have no
floral.
problem with half. Split it.
Yeah.
Right. Or put banners on all of them, but maybe like half of them are seasonal banners.
But now you're purchasing two. I do like the flags.
We do have two sets of banners. So we do the normal banner, then we have seasonal banners as well that go up.
Yeah, we kind of have some old school looking Christmas ones.
I
or
feel like if
something.
we do
Yep.
all of them the same, that's a lot.
Kind of overwhelming.
Yeah,
I like them different.
I think, I don't know, half is,
Yeah, I like a half.
There were
half
two
the
that
flag,
stood
half
out to
the-
me for the city though to replace them. Where did my note go? Did you guys look at them?
No, all I said was
yep,
this.
there were a lot of
So
them.
I liked Welcome Home,
Oh, was that the house one? Was
the
that
pole
one that-
barn,
Oh, okay.
or the
Do you have numbers?
these two. Yeah, 750 and 749. But then I really liked, actually, those were the first ones. One called Rivertown.
So if you tell me what page you're on,
This
and
is page
then the
3.
Good thing one of us came prepared.
Like I said,
I figured it out after looking
And
at the email a few
750?
times. I was
Those
like,
texts, and that's what I always saw.
all right.
yeah.
so I liked those two Welcome Home ones, and you can change well, you can't change the color on those, but you can change the color on other ones.
Which one were you
The
talking?
two Welcome Homes, I thought were nice.
The two
those-
left
Okay.
ones.
I'm sorry, yeah. But then the other one that really stood out to me
Well,
was
that's-
called Rivertown. I gotta find it. That one I actually think liked better than those two.
I was looking at it earlier today, and then because I was looking at, we only do half and half this, half that. I think you could fit flags and banners on all the poles. I'll double check with Public Works on that, but you could do all 35. But I think you were right, like having all the same is.
Yeah.
I
Land?
agree with.
Yeah.
So I was even thinking if you can pick a theme that you want to go with, and then you do 2, 3, 4 types of banners, because they're $70 a piece, whether you get all of the same or 4 different kinds.
Yep.
Then you can just stagger that rotation.
Yeah, seasonal.
Oh, I liked rural welcome too. 649. I just thought we were supposed to come with a few we liked, so I wrote down that one.
But like I
What
said, I
page?
didn't.
Page, hold on, 7. But Rivertown is what I'm trying to find. Oh, same page, Rivertown.
I just
That's my
kind of want to
favorite.
know. I guess my question is
So 554, go down
what's
just
wrong
a
with
little
this
bit on the
design?
right.
If just updated a little bit.
Right there, that's Rivertown, and you could change the color, the blue on the right. D
I like the-
554.
Suncrest over it.
Right.
So that one, or that's the welcome home. But
Welcome home. I'm just going to load them here.
that one I kind of liked, and you can change the color of that one. Because to me, it seemed kind of like us, but
It's funny, pick that one. This is the last city I work for.
oh no
Fairfax it is.
kidding,
Yep.
I recognize all these buildings.
get
Yep.
out. But then my favorite I think was 554, that one, because you could change the color too. And I just thought that was classy looking. But I have no hill to die on with this. Those were just the ones I picked that stood out to me. The other ones seemed kind of. I mean, we do have cornfields. The other one, a lot of them seem patriotic, which I'm not against, but
I guess back to my question, I kind of like this. Maybe if it was just updated a little bit.
Yeah.
It's simple, right? And it has exactly, our city statement on it. I
But do
mean,
you have to-
everything is
Can you-
there.
can you customize it then, or do you have to pick from here? Because that's all customized.
I could see about, I can ask the company that, the rep that I work with.
Because if we were picking from here, then you have to move away from.
Right, exactly. Exactly. That's just my thoughts. To me, it kind of tells the story.
So you can change that to yellow, since you guys like
Okay.
yellow. And then if you put our logo in there somewhere, you still have the same idea.
Right.
If you can't, you know what I mean? You could put our logo like where Minnesota says, or,
Yeah, right here would be the logo.
Yeah.
These are all very customizable.
so, but it just updates a little bit.
Right. And
So
that's-
welcome to mayor, and then you'd have the black circle. That's why that one stood out to me, because it was simple and it looked professional to me. I don't know. Because you could put the logo in the middle, but I liked those other two too, that one. I just
This was
thought
nice. You don't even need the logo.
Rising. Or
This-
Rising Community, rather.
This yellow could, it
I feel like that
blends
one's
into
too
the yellows
fancy for
here.
us.
This one?
No, the Princeton one.
You think it's too fancy for us?
Yeah.
Why? What does that mean? Too fancy for us? We're
feel
a
like
rising
not-
community.
We're not quite
sister.
there. I feel like we're not quite there.
Oh,
yet.
I think we are. I think it's very nice. Why not?
I don't know. Just
Well,
my
Right,
opinion,
everybody's got-
Emily.
yeah.
Well, I mean, as far as fanciness, that's the part I'm like, I don't think we're not fancy, is all I'm saying. But
Hey, I know we are
again, they're
not
banners, you
Laconia.
guys, so I don't really.
We are not Waconia.
We are not. Laconia.
This barn one's kind of cute. I feel like we're just more rustic, maybe.
So I think bring consensus around. We don't have to have a decision tonight, of course,
Right.
but sounds like we like, so do we like the idea of, are we doing half? Are we doing full? If we do full, are we going to be staggering the designs? And so it's not just one. Want to get some group consensus on that. That'll help then narrow down what we're looking at.
I like the idea half, like Lauren said. Otherwise, it's kind of overwhelming, and it's just kind of right. It's all
So it's two designs. We essentially need to come up with them.
So if we're,
But the other ones are just American flags, right?
so, right, yeah, so we do American flags on half the poles and then we do the banners on the other half of the
Mhm.
poles.
And I have no problem with that.
Yeah, if we want to
No.
continue doing that, that's perfectly fine. I just saying, since we're looking
Right.
at updating, now's the time to.
That's where he's saying half and half with the different design.
Mhm.
So if we did all 35, then I would say probably choose 2 or 3 different designs that coexist together well on a color
Right,
palette.
so they're not all the same
So they're
exactly.
not all the same. All the poles get decorated and they look nice, but it's not one thing throughout.
Mhm.
So we split in half. We have flags on 18, 17 are
Banners.
banners. Are the banners, those banners going to be seasonal? So we'll have our mayor banner, but then when it comes to Christmas, are we going to change it to more Christmas themed banner?
That's
that
what
what
we
we're
currently
thinking?
do. So
Yeah.
this is up most of the year. Christmas rolls around, we swap out to our Christmas banners.
And those ones are still in good condition, so those will stay.
We don't have to buy.
Mm.
Because they're
think
only
those-
up for a couple of months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
They
think those
last
are
long.
still in good condition.
So I'm for that. Yes. I'm for
Half.
half.
Continuing on as we currently,
Yeah.
current
Or
practice
like if you can
stands.
update it, little something to update the existing banner, yes.
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
I think I agree with that.
Because there are people at your rep, I'm sure, can put it on the screen and go, yep, we can tweak this, give it to the graphic designers and
Yeah, whether it's changing printing or it's changing, it's-
But if there's any of those designs,
right.
I
yep.
think it'd be fun to update that.
I
a
can
little bit.
modernize
Yeah,
Since we
this.
have
And that's what I
to.
was saying. Maybe just modernize
Yeah,
this,
'cause
make
that
it, bring
kinda
it up to
looks
date,
Like somebody did it out of their house.
Right, and that's, I've seen some of the stuff Nick's done on some of the other logo stuff, and it's pretty cool.
So is that the direction we want to shift to then? Okay.
Yeah.
Do we need to call a vote?
No, so I'll take
Okay.
that as consensus direction. I'll work with display sales, come up with some proofs,
Yeah,
what that'll look
Okay.
like, bring it to the
Perfect.
next meeting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We like what we're seeing, order.
Yeah.
okay,
That sounds
Perfect.
good.
thank you.
We could do this Hello Spring one, 723. With a cow.
Uh-oh,
The cow one. What page is that on?
That is page. Oh, a stupid thing. 4. It wasn't far from the top. There, right there.
cow looking at
Welcome to
you.
Mayor.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Mm,
Somebody thought of that one. Well, Foley did apparently.
That's funny.
Anyway.
All right.
Cool.
Should have dehorned the cow though.
Right? All right. Anybody have anything to report? Commissioners reports.
One thing I did forget was by the old fire station where the crosswalk is, that one pole is down for the button. Is that getting taken care of?
Yes, it arrived.
Down
last-
here off of 4th, right?
It arrived last week,
Okay.
and so the guys are going to be, that's on their schedule to get that.
Okay,
put
good.
back
Awesome.
on.
I just had a resident here ask about that because she has daycare kids and they walk to the park and stuff like that. And
Okay.
It's been a
Cool.
long and arduous process to
No, I'm
get
sure.
that, unfortunately. But
And the sidewalk by Dollar General, where's that at?
we had the we had the neighborhood meeting with them. All went pretty well. We gathered all the comments. It was myself, Bo, Mike Dodge, and Phil Schrupp, our city engineer. We met and we walked the entire length of the project. I believe we had darn near all of the residents show up. Took all their concerns, thoughts, feedback on it. We have the wetland delineation happening. Did I close that? Yes. So on the south side, on the open lot, we have a wetland delineation that's getting done. I think they were there yesterday to work on that. So we'll get the report back in a week or so. And then Phil's working on drafting up plans and specifications,
Nice.
incorporating the residents' feedback into that.
Okay.
But it
Was
did
there
sound
any-
positive. The residents were for it overall.
Generally, yes, with anything, devil's in detail. So once we have plans and specs and now what incorporating feedback and design, we're going to have a follow-up meeting with everybody. Because we delineated, well, we put stakes in the ground, you can see where the property line is, but then we're gonna come back and put in, this is where we're proposing the sidewalk. Everybody come out, take a look. Is everybody okay with this? So everybody's nodding their head and going,
Good.
yep, this looks good.
Nice.
But the residents weren't too, the requests weren't too out of the ordinary or
Nope,
too,
nope, a little bit of landscaping in some areas, making sure slopes, potential looks at retaining walls, just with slopes of things.
yeah, away from their house and stuff like that. I can
Yep.
understand that.
Idea that they wanted it as far away from their houses as possible, but still, minding the ditch and having slope and grade and safe traversal. A number of trees will come down as
Mm.
part of that. Some are happy to have them gone, others would like replacements, so that's perfectly fine. That's normal in a project of this
Okay.
scope. And then, once we have the wetland delineation, how that then affects that southern property as it connects up.
I hate to see trees come down, but that sidewalk is
Well,
top
Very
priority.
necessary.
Mhm.
Yeah.
what were some of them ash anyhow?
So I think a couple were ash, there was a pine one in there. Others, they're just right in the path. They're a little off, but we're gonna be cutting on that side, so
You're gonna tear roots out and you're gonna be,
you're gonna hit the main root structure and then it's just gonna die 3 years from now anyway.
Right.
But they would get 2.5 inch caliper replacement trees of their choosing. Well, we get a list of proper trees for them to choose from and then
perfect. Okay.
we'll have them put in.
All right.
Wonderful.
Anybody have anything else?
Nope, that'd be it.
All right. With that, I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
I know, I pointed, I'm like,
I
I'm not
hate when we all do it at the same time.